Hello. So I am back like I never left. Today I want us to discuss self-worth, what self-worth truly means, and the danger that it brings when somebody lacks it. So guys, if you're here, you're seeing this space for the first time, and everything is working for you, you have the cars, you have the job, you have the beautiful marriage, the clothes, everything. Please, you can send this video to that one person in your corner that you know needs it, that is still struggling, and the person has been asking questions and the person don't even know who they are because things are not working for that person. I want you to know that regardless, things are working, and it's about time you change your mindset. Okay, so let's give you this scenario, but before I give you the scenario, I want you to know that according to statistics, about 230 million people on earth are struggling self-worth. People walk on the streets, but they don't know who they are, truly. Some people just mark themselves with makeup, they just mark themselves with beautiful clothes, driving cars, but they lack something tangible, which is self-worth. If you ask me, I'll tell you self-respect, self-esteem, self-awareness. Guys, sorry about that. It's a car. Sorry about that. I'll tell you self-worth, self-respect, self-esteem all boils down to self-worth, which is the umbrella, because it is you judging for yourself who you truly are. Nobody's watching, but you yourself, you know who you are. Whether you have it, whether you don't have it, at that time you can beat your chest and say, this is who I am, these are my values, these are the principles guiding me, and if I continue to stand on this principle, it is just a matter of time. So I want you to know that when an individual lacks self-worth, it affects the relationship of that person. It affects the mental health of that person, it affects the physical health of that person, it affects the social health of that person, it affects even the career, that is the financial part of that person. However, I want you to know that it is something that is achievable, going from a low self-esteem and changing it to a high, or let me say a healthy self-esteem. You can do that for yourself if you are ready. You can change the story, you can change the narrative once you are ready. Okay, so let me tell you that the anxiety we face, the depression going on in the world, the lack of self-confidence, the self-doubt, all of these things are tied to the fact that people desire more. People want to be more. People want to do great things. So because they know that I am more than what I am doing, that hunger, that anger for a change makes them remain anxious or depressed or something. And this depression comes because these people, or let me say we all, because I used to be there once in a while, you as well, I know that there are times where we would find ourselves in a tight situation, not knowing what to do. We just need to be calm. We just need to know our triggers, and then to know how much more we can handle, to know what are the things I need not to do and what are the things I need to do to bring about change for myself. Okay, then another thing again I want you to know is that you see the toxic relationships that we hear about, the toxic relationships that we read, the stories, abusive marriages, so many things that we read online. It is based on the fact that the two people involved lack self-worth, or rather a misplaced priority, because some people think their self-worth is tied to the material things they have, to the status, to the titles. Okay, not knowing that it is a self-awareness, it is an inward reward, it is an inward knowing that regardless whether I drive that car, whether I don't drive that car, I know who I am, I know whose I am, I know where I am going to. What about career? Self-esteem, lack of self-esteem would make us settle for less appointments. Say for instance, we are in organizations where we know that we are not respected, We know we are not valued, there is no promotion, there is no training, whatever, and we know that we are able to do much more. We know the abilities that we have to perform at our jobs. When an individual lacks self-worth, that individual don't even know what to do. They remain in that organization. But guess what? They are not happy there. They just go in the morning, they come back at night, but they don't find fulfillment there. So it is about time that we know who we are. It is about time that we know that regardless of what is happening, there is a self-worth I need to build. There is a self-worth I need to build. And guess what? People will tell you, I know you've heard this time and time again, that self-love is not selfish. Because if I desire to do better, if you desire to do better, if I desire to work on my self-worth, it is not going to help me alone. It's going to help and it's going to affect positively to everyone around me. My family, my friends, my children, everybody around me, everybody around you would definitely benefit from the desire and the decision you as an individual has taken to improve self. Before we say this video is done, I want us to look into the story of the Israelites, Moses and their God. Yes, God. You know the story, how God promised them the Canaan land, the land which will flow with milk and honey. God told Moses to ask some group of young guys to go into the land to spy, to check how fertile the land is and the people there. When these guys went, I don't know the names of others. You know how Bible names are, they are kind of difficult to pronounce, yeah. But I know surely about Caleb and Joshua. When these guys went, they came back with fearful news. This news made the Israelites to complain, and they felt as though, no, we are never going to get that land. But when Caleb and Joshua heard what those guys were telling the Israelites, they were angry. They said something different. They said, that land that we went to see, that land is an excellent land. Like, it's a beautiful land. It's a fertile land. And they even came back with bunches of grapes to tell Moses that this grape you are seeing, we got it from that land. It is fertile. And because God himself has promised us that land, regardless of what we are seeing right now, we may be in the wilderness, but it's just a matter of time. We will go to that land, we would conquer that land, we would get that land. Okay? So the other guy said, the people we saw in that land are giants. They said, the people we saw there, no, they are going to kill us. They are going to collect our everything. Our children will not even get to that land. You see, these are people who went there together as a team. But guess what? Something was different. Their mindsets, how they processed the information, what they saw. These guys did not even stop at their giants. They went further to tell Moses that they saw we appeared as grasshoppers to them, and these people even saw us as grasshoppers. How did they know the people in the land saw them as grasshoppers? That is to tell you that most times the self-worth we battle with, the self-esteem we battle with, the lack of self-respect we battle is the negativity we've been telling ourselves. Is the lies we've been selling to ourselves. And then because we have already programmed our minds with the fact that I am not good enough, I am worthless, people are doing greater things, I can never do such things, we walk thinking everybody who sees us are seeing the negativity on our forehead. We think, no, I am not good enough for this. And we think everybody who sees us sees, this person is worthless, this person is not good enough. Forgetting that most people are scared of another. I don't know how to put it for you to understand, but I just want you to know that for everybody you meet every day, that person has a notion of you. Sometimes the person sees you as the giant. Who knows, maybe when these guys even went to the land to spy, what if the people already living in that land saw the Israelites as the giants? Because the Israelites were God's people. They were God's people. God was with them. The covenant was guiding them. Do you know? So if they that are Israelites don't know, even after everything God had done for them, even after the manna God gave them, even after every amazing thing, the testimony, the miracle God did for them, they were still not confident in the power that is guiding them. So I am telling you, and I'm telling myself that regardless of the situation, have that mindset that you are worth it. Have that mindset that you are enough, you are confident, and you are going somewhere. You are going somewhere. You are not a non-entity. You are not without a purpose. Okay? Next time that the enemy would want to put some things in your head and to make you think that you are worthless, no, get up and say good things. Affirmation. That is why we need to affirm ourselves on a daily. Write it. Let it be in front of you. So as you're waking up every morning, I am great. I am productive. I am amazing. I am strong. I can do. Tell yourself all these things. And when you tell yourself all those things, let me tell you, when you go out, regardless of what anybody says, you know better, because you've already told yourself who you truly are. So again, I'll come your way next time with another amazing video. Until then, please like, share, subscribe to this channel, and share this video to as many people that you would want to share, because it's going to help them. Even if it's not going to help you, it's going to help another person. I remain Perpetual Ojoshide. Bye.